everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm very happy to meet you here and I would like to introduce myself. First of all, I am Sophia. I'm from Germany but I live in Italy and I am a freelancer, and I chose this topic for my YouTube channel because it's a highly requested topic. Many people always ask me why and how I became a freelancer, and it was always an idea to create this channel, to talk about my experience, and I'm happy to share it with you. And of course I would be happy if you can get inspired by my experience, and I will talk about not only about how and why I became a freelancer, but also how my life as a freelancer is, and I will give advice also to people like you who want to become a freelancer as well, who want to live their dream career. So if you're interested in how you can become a freelancer as well and a successful freelancer, then please come back to the channel. If you're interested in these topics, maybe get subscribed to my channel and maybe click the notification bell. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So why did I choose this topic? Of course, freelancing is important. Especially it will become more important in the future. We already see now that companies tend to give more and more jobs to freelancers because they can save money. Actually, the companies can save money by giving jobs to freelancers. So how is this possible? Because freelancers pay their own taxes and they also pay usually their own insurance. So this is one of the main reasons why freelancing will become more and more important. And the second point why I chose this topic is, of course, because people keep asking me about this topic and keep asking me why I became a freelancer, how I made this possible, if I can live with this job. Yes, I can. And especially because I want to share my experience, because I can assure you that it works. It works, and I am independent, and that's the most important thing for me. So let me talk about why I became a freelancer. First of all, the main reason and the most important reason for me was because I wanted to live an independent life. And of course, you know, I have been working for many different companies, international companies, very well-known companies, but I always had a boss, of course, somebody above me who took decisions for me and who checked also my work. And my experience was that most of the time these bosses did not actually know what I did for their company, so they didn't actually know anything about my job, but they had the responsibility to check on me and to control me, and the more I understood that these bosses actually did not know anything about my job, the more I got annoyed by this, and I decided that I wanted to be responsible for my own work and for my work life and also for my decisions. So I decided to become a freelancer. The second reason why I became a freelancer was that I could choose from where I wanted to work. So as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, I am German but I live in Italy, and this is my choice. And yes, many people, my friends, my family, they told me, what do you expect from Italy? You cannot find any jobs. The job situation is very bad in Italy. And I said, you know what? I will try to find something. And the answer to this problem was to become a freelancer, so I could choose where I wanted to live. And living in Italy is one of my best choices I made, and I will talk about this as well in the future videos, of course, if you're interested in this topic. I will talk about my life as a freelancer, of course, but that was another big reason, because I could choose where I wanted to live and from where I wanted to work. And this is very important because, you know, we are very individual. Every person has another idea of life and of the perfect life. So you can choose also where you want to live and where you want to work from. And the third reason why I became a freelancer was because of time, because I can be independent even on when I want to work during a day, because we are very independent people, you know, like everyone has another idea about work and how to work, of course, but also when to work. So why should we only start at a certain time during the day, like for example at 8 a.m. Why should we be forced to start at that time? Maybe some people are really more productive in the evenings, some people are more productive in the mornings. Maybe we can concentrate only for 2 hours and then we need to take a break and go out and maybe go for a walk or something like that. So that is my third reason why I became a freelancer, because I can decide when I want to work and when during a day and for how long I want to work. That's a great point also. It makes me really independent in my choices. So the fourth reason, and many people will not believe me in the beginning, but I will show you on this channel that it is possible and that it is true. The fourth reason is money. Yes, because with freelancing you can actually earn more money than with being an employee. Yes, really, this is true. So I will tell you why. Because companies are tending to invest more money in freelancers, and they do that because they can actually control when they want a person to work for them, or for how long they want them to work for them. So it's a very individual thing. Every company can take their own choices, and this also means you have the possibility to have more companies as customers at the same time, and you are not dependent on only one company. So if one of your customers or one of the companies you're working for maybe don't have any money anymore, it doesn't matter to you because you have other customers, right? You have many different people you can choose from and you want to work with. And this is my last point we will be talking about. You can choose who you want to work with. So not only you are independent in choosing your colleagues, but also your customers. At a certain point you will be able to choose from many different customers, of course, because when you're an employee you have to first of all work every day with the same people in the office, and that could be after a while really tiring. Sometimes you're lucky and you have very nice people around you in your office, but most of the time you have to always work with the same people, and it can be stressful. The second category of people you can choose are, of course, your customers. You can actually choose who you want to work with, and that's a huge privilege, and not everyone has it. And if you're a freelancer, you can actually choose. And so don't forget that you have a choice. Of course, you have a choice for everything. That means all these reasons I just mentioned, okay? So let's sum up all of these reasons why I became a freelancer. So the first is I wanted to be independent. I did not want anyone to control my work, and especially not a person that is less qualified in a specific topic or subject than I was, because if they are my boss, they should be more experienced than me in the topic I am working on, right? So second reason was we can choose independently the place we want to live in and the place we want to work from. Third reason why it is good to become a freelancer is because you're independent even with regard to your time organization, okay? Your time is important. Not everyone is able to work perfectly at 8 a.m. Some people can focus better in the evenings and so on. Fourth reason why I recommend you to become a freelancer, and take me as an example, really. I will be able to explain to you better all of the aspects of the life of a freelancer in the videos I will post here on this channel. And yes, it is money, because you can earn more money if you are a freelancer. And also it's more secure, because if you are an employee, a company can always fail. Of course. But if you are a freelancer, you have so many different opportunities. You don't have just one customer. Like, you are not an employee who has only one a company that pays their salary, but you have many companies that pay your salary if you're a freelancer, okay? Keep that in mind. It's a really good point. And also, you can earn more money because companies tend to invest more and more in freelancers. So money really is an important point. I can talk about money more if you want to, if you're interested in that, if you want to know my personal experience. Yes, I have been working for many international companies and for famous international companies, but the salary I earned with these international companies was never enough, and it always I had to be careful. I could not spend my money. Of course, everyone has to be careful with money, okay? Maybe some few lucky people are very rich and can spend the money they want to, but I can confirm that from the day I became a freelancer, money was not an issue anymore. Money was there, and so it was always enough, you know. You don't have to be rich, but of course there's always a possibility to make your income grow. And the last point I mentioned was who I want to work with. Who, that means I can choose my colleagues and I can choose my customers. And that's the most important thing also, because most of your time you spend working. So that's the point why you want your work to be pleasant, right? In order to make it pleasant, you want to choose the people you want to work with, right? So that was the last point. And if you're interested in these topics, if you want to know more about freelancing, about the advantages, and about how you can make your dream come true and how you can develop your dream career, please come back. Please watch my new videos. I will be posting as soon as possible another video, and I hope you get inspired by these videos. And maybe if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I will be happy to answer them, and of course I'm happy if you want to know anything in particular. If you're interested in something in a specific topic, please let me know in the comments. And until next time, I would say thanks for watching and bye.